So Landon hasn't slept all night.
I haven't
Probably.
slept for a month, dude. It's like, it's bad. Daily YouTube uploads. It's hard.
Yeah, dude, that Thanos stuff you've been kicking ass on it, man. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, channel's been doing well the last week or so.
That's great.
Well,
It's really good that I play a very dumb character. So on days like this where I'm even more potato than normal, it just fits right in.
Yeah.
Stone, when are they going to add Thanos into Assassin's Creed Origins?
Yeah, I feel like that's wildly appropriate.
What?
And
Sorry,
absolutely.
can't hear you. Connection's shaking.
I mean, Stone,
You
it could
put
be
Predator
done.
in Wildlands, right? You could put Thanos in Origins.
It's a solid.
Are you saying that because I'm wearing this?
That's subtle product placement.
Yeah. I mean,
So what are we doing, E-Rock?
so let's talk about what happened in our last session. You guys returned to the Obsidian Tower and gave the Archmagus Palandria the scepter she so desired to suck out all of the magic out of the orb that was plaguing her kingdom. And Brother Cornelius, down in the crypts of the king, was given his crown, and Palandria shaped it into
Deserved crown.
yes, and Palandria had shaped it so that there is now another gem socket, and this socket needs to be fit, oddly enough, with a gem, and that will be the essentially the homing beacon to find the new heir to the throne. And she has teleported you to Waterdeep because that is where the Ventiri, the Vintners Guild, is located, and they are the ones who are responsible for crafting the stones. And she told you to go seek them out in the North Ward. But when you arrived at Waterdeep, you were centered inside what looked like a merchant square. It was nighttime, and it was a nice, warm spring evening, and there were lights all around this square, lighting up all of the different inns, taverns, merchants. The square was bustling with people. You saw townsfolk of all different stature and class, and you've seen several of the city guard or the city watch that you could easily make out, just kind of patrolling. They wear studded leather with tabards of black, green, and gold, and you could easily make them out as they're traversing through this market square. You do notice in the center of this square there is a long wooden post with shackles on it, and that's where we left off.
I feel like we need a map.
Yeah. I'm curious about what kind of shenanigans I can get into.
This feels like a much larger world.
Are there any merchants around?
There are merchants all over. You can see in this square, to your left, you see a giant one merchant. It says Miroth's Fine Silks, and you see all different silks hanging outside of the building entrance. You see another one that says Randuin's Alchemical Eclarities, and this signpost has potions, a symbol of potions on it. You see several what you would think are guild halls. You also see a couple different taverns as well.
Are there any churches?
Not in this area. Not that you can make out.
But taverns.
Are there any good stores for a thief?
Let's get
to go
drunk.
to?
Yes, you do. You do find you can find something Blitz that resembles an armor and a weaponsmith. But if you start to travel over, you see that the square itself is getting more and more crowded with townsfolk and citizens, and you all of a sudden feel a jerk and a push on your chest as another gnome bumps into you, Blitz. He says, hey, watch where you're going. God.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
don't you talk to me like that. Watch it and mind your place. You're in my town now, buddy. Watch where you're going. And he walks away.
And he's very confused as to how he knew he was not from around here. How Blitz was not from around here. And is there any like you said, there's a lot of people. Is there like something happening? Is there a commotion going on? Is it just general bustle of the city?
It just after that happens, after he kind of bumps into you, you just see the crowd start to dissipate a little more.
All right, he's gonna make his way towards the goods, like the armor and weapons shop.
Absolutely. So you walk into this weapon shop, and it is Thorm's Blades and Boutiques. So as you walk in, you see a rather tall figure, almost if Andre the Giant could be behind a counter. This is what Throm would look like as you enter into his shop. You see several along the walls. You see all different kinds of blades, all different kinds of makes, simple weapons, martial weapons. You see maces, anything you could think of that you would want, you could probably find here.
Blitz looks at the shopkeeper.
Hey, what do you want?
Well, you certainly are intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, I can sell you anything. I shouldn't be that intimidating. But what do you want?
Hey, well, I'm looking for something that something in the I got a short bow here that's kind of crap. I'm looking to replace it with something maybe a little bit nicer, something maybe a little bit stronger, less likely to, I don't know, break on me.
Yeah, all right.
More likely to poke someone a lot harder.
All right. And you see what you assume is Throm walk from around his counter to the right side of the shop, and there is a litany of bows that are hanging off of the wall. He says, "What's your price range?"
I'm looking to spend maybe and
you see him kind of plucking certain ones, pulling on the strings, fiddling around.
Maybe around like 50 gold, maybe.
50 gold.
How much
Okay.
gold do you have?
I have 200.
200 gold. We could do a lot better than 50.
Nice.
What the?
Yeah, the woman gave us gold before we left, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm loaded.
It was about a total of, I believe, 350 after
Taxes?
Yes, no.
Why don't I have this written down?
How do I have something written down that you don't have written down?
Right.
Yeah.
I have plus 50 gold. Is that?
Yeah, we all split it up.
Was that it? Was that the loot?
Yeah, because Frank negotiated for a higher price, I believe.
I have no memory of this, so sure, go mate. I'm also entering this store, by the way, and Frank is just like laughing maniacally as he looks at all the weapons, just like.
Frank, you see more dire flails just hanging on one section, on one rack, and they all look decent. Yours still looks just as good. There's maybe one or two that are a little more crisper than yours, let's say.
Well, that's the problem. There's only like one weapon I want to use. I don't know how strong a dire flail can get.
Are these all traditional weapons, as in not enchanted types?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Throm that if he has any magical weapons.
Large man. Is he a man? It's a large beast. Giant person.
Did you call me a beast?
Giant person. Lady Timor has led us here, and we are in search of any enchanted weapons to help us on our way.
Yeah,
Do you have anything more than what you have out here? This plain stuff.
So, I know you're, some kind of cleric or priest or something of Timora, but do you feel that it's appropriate to interrupt somebody else? I mean, do you have any manners or etiquette? Sir, here are 3 bows for that you might enjoy.
And Blitz starts playing around with them.
The first one you touch, the string that is equipped on it is incredibly smooth. The second one, the bow itself is constructed in such a manner that you think it would be near impossible to have it snap on you while utilizing it. And the third is decorated very ornately.
Well, I like I like this one that feels like it's pretty sturdy. The second one, and yeah. So how much did this thing cost me?
The sturdy, okay, and he picks it up and pulls it back, stretches it a little in front of you. I heard you had about 200 gold. You sure you don't want to spend? You don't want something a little nicer than this?
Man,
and also Blitz had the sack of gold for everybody too. So that Palandria gave.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
So is that 200 all mine, or is that the 200 I'm supposed to split?
It was 350, and you have to split it between everybody if you want to. It's in your bag.
Right now I have a currency of 200 in my account, but I mean, maybe I have 550.
Yeah.
All right, let me update that.
Well, I wrote down 100, so I've got 100. Unless you just maybe
I wrote down 400.
Yeah, no. So,
okay, so Blitz has all her gold.
Yeah.
The thief has all her gold.
But before she teleported you, Palandria gave Blitz the bag of gold.
Well, I mean, for you know.
I mean, this is 50. I mean, but we could do a lot better.
For grins, what else do you have? What's your top of the line? What's your Ferrari of?
Now we're talking. I don't know what a Ferrari is, but we are talking about something special.
It's a really nice horse.
Horse. I got it. Excellent. And he pulls out a long bow, and see, horse. And he pulls back the string, and it is of a ivory horsehair, and this almost looks as though it is a combination of all 3 of the ones that he had showed you. It is sturdy, it is ornate, and the horsehair makes you think that this will strike with much more precision.
That thing's awful nice. Now, how much will something like that run me?
This is I mean, look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful this is.
I mean,
Brother Cornelius sneaks up behind Blitz and whispers but loudly, "Doesn't look as nice as the one in the other shop we just saw."
Hey!
And he walks off.
Whoa! What did he say?
Don't worry about it. I mean, we've been looking around for bows, but how much do you say this one's?
This only 100 gold. 100 gold for you.
Brother Cornelius walks by and goes, "Wow, that's a lot more expensive than the other bow we saw."
What other? I will match anybody's prices, but nobody has better quality than me.
100 gold for this thing.
That's what the last guy said.
How about you throw in a quiver of arrows, and we'll call it a deal.
110.
105.
107.
Deal. I'll take it.
Done.
107.
Okay.
And he counts out the gold.
And you reach for your pouch, and it's not there.
This is interesting. Hey, one second, sir. Hey, Cornelius. Did I give
you got the money? Come on.
Yeah, we do. Cornelius, Did I give you my gold pouch?
Nope, you were holding the gold for the entire party.
That god.
Let me know when you're done, because I need you to look.
Son of a dwarf bastard. Excuse me, and he runs out of the store.
Okay.
It's immediately is like eyes on a swivel looking for this other dwarf.
Oh, for who, the one that
bumped into me.
Okay. So you burst out of the doors of the shop, and you, as you look around, you see that the square is still bustling as before. You do roll me a perception check.
I'll use this guy here. Make sure. Yeah, okay. That's an 8 plus. Is it 4? So 12.
Okay. So you start to search around the different merchants, just looking in the windows, and you don't see any sign of that dwarf that came up to you. But what you do notice is you see a tavern that is open in nature. That's not, you don't have to go through doors to get into it. It's the ceiling is just supported by columns, and you could walk right up to the bar from the outside of the streets. And you see underneath the canopy that these columns are supporting, there's several tables, and it is filled and packed with all different sorts of, let's say, adventurers. They all look pretty rough and tumbly. You see above it a sign that says, where are you?
I don't know. You tell me.
I know. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, you see a sign that above it that says the bowels of the earth, and you see people at the tables drinking, slamming mugs, singing, cheering. You do notice that dwarf is sitting down at a table of 6, and he's in an arm wrestling competition right now with somebody across the table from him.
All right. Is there any chance I can sneak up on him and get from behind him?
I mean, it's a crowded tavern. If you want to, you probably could.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do my best to stay out of his line of sight and sneak up on him and see if maybe I can check his pockets.
Okay. Frank and Brother Cornelius, what are you guys doing?
Well, I was admiring all the weapons. Mm-hmm. See Blitz run out. So we're not buying killy stuff anymore. What's happening? Just outraged. Follows him out. Gets lost. Doesn't know where anything is. Goes to that same tavern. Doesn't know what's going on. Doesn't know the story about the gold. Just immediately gets drunk. Just goes up to the bar. I want a beer, because he's still upset because he didn't get to become a giant. Remember?
Yep. So you walk out of the shop. He's like, and Throm, Brother Cornelius says, why do you leave? I was going to get him some weapons.
Too pricey. And Brother Cornelius walks out.
What? Everyone. Hey, God, I got something for everyone. All right.
But we got no money.
And then you just hear him, well, that changes things. as you walk out the door. Maybe
not be so transparent next time.
Yeah, Frank, you beeline it across the square and head right to the bar, and there is a little gnome that is serving drinks, and you see that you can easily tell the bar is a corner bar, and you can see that behind it there's a little walkway that he's walking on that's halfway up the bar, so it gives him the ability to serve drinks. And he's well, what do you want?
Is there anyone else that can serve me? I don't really like gnomes.
You can get out of here right now if you want to keep that attitude up.
Wait. Fine.
What? hold on. You don't
What?
like what?
They're like gnomes.
Whoa. And you just see him get confused. You, what? You're.
They're like gnomes. Awful. Sneaky. Annoying. Act all smart and you're annoying. Don't like them.
And you just see he's so bewildered that you see him filling the cup, and the cup is just overflowing at this point. But you're correct me if I'm wrong. You're a gnome.
Temporary problem. It's a curse. Temporary. It's awful. Don't like them.
Uh-huh. And then he just puts an overflowing mug of ale in front of you.
Oh, by the way, I've got no money. Just walks off. Walks off.
And he's so bewildered that his jaw just is still dropped, and he doesn't even he doesn't even care at this point. Brother Cornelius, you can see Blitz almost sneaking around this tavern a little. Blitz, you're now right outside of the tavern itself. The overhang and pillars are before you, and you can see that dwarves' table is about 6 tables to your right.
All right, I'm gonna do my best to sneak up on him. Like try to get on behind him.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
You're a stealth check.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 19. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
And together they make 20. That's this D&D thing, but that's a good thing, right?
So,
No?
Blitz, you start to slyly creep up.
Find a pot in a pan and start on it.
Yeah, and you're creeping up slowly, and you get about 3 tables away, and then you're at the second table, and then this dwarf is a table away from you, and you are just, you're very much not stealthily getting behind him, and everybody at the table is watching you do this, and their eyes are just following you as you are shimmying behind the dwarf. And the dwarf is still locked in arm-to-arm wrestling, but with his free left hand, he reaches behind and grips you by the hair. He says, "What are you doing, buddy?"
I believe you have something of mine and my friends.
I don't know what you're talking about. And he slams the guy's hand down on the table, and the crowd and the rest of the table just sighs, and he lets you go, and he turns around.
And he Blitz kind of sizes up everyone around him. Hey, this guy just take a bunch of y'all's money by chance?
Mine. And it's just the one guy across the table. And
yeah.
And the other 2, there are 6 people at this table, including this dwarf. 2 of them, or 2 of the other ones, that they actually stand up when you do this, and they're peering down at you now.
Like in a threatening manner or like a curious manner?
More of a, it's not threatening, but judging, let's say.
Ah.
And there is the one little elf that was across from this dwarf, and he says, "Me, at least me, maybe him, but
Well, that little guy, I believe he cheated me out of some money, and I'm looking to get it back from him. So I don't know if anyone else is interested in maybe figuring out a way to get some money back from this guy. That'd be great. I could use his help."
These guys aren't gonna fight with you. What are you thinking? These are my people. They do what I say.
Who are you?
What? You don't know who I am? You should.
No, I have no idea who you is.
What? Name's Scab.
Scab.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? And
No.
you can clearly identify why he's probably called Scab. You see a cut that goes from the top about an inch above his left eye, down below the left eye, across his nose, and down to the other side of his chin.
You always been called Scab? Or is that a name you gave yourself?
I don't think I have to answer your questions here, Jack.
So you're not the talking type. All right. Well, I believe you might have something of mine, and I'd like it back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do, and I think I want it.
All right. What, like this? And he has the bag of gold that Palandria gave you, and he's just putting it right in front of you.
Yeah, that would be it. That would be it.
Yeah.
I would like to have that back, please.
I don't think it's going to happen, buddy.
I'd hate something bad to happen to you, but
To me, I see one of you and at least 3 or 4 of us.
Meanwhile, Frank sees the commotion going on. It's like sipping his beer, walks up. Hey, what's going on? Hey, that's our gold.
And while Frank walks up, Brother Cornelius walks up behind Frank and whispers, I don't think dwarves like giants.
Frank goes up to Blitz to his ear and goes, unless you got a better plan, I have a plan.
I'm very curious about your plan.
Okay, so Frank takes the tankard that he has his beer in, walks up to the dwarf, immediately cracks him across the head. Just immediately whacks him.
All right, here we go.
Okay, roll some initiative.
Yeah.
How do I roll initiative again?
Okay, so roll your d20 and then add your dexterity modifier for it.
Ooh. All right.
That was a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah?
We're all rolling, right?
I got 19. Sorry, I'm sure you all have better plans, but I was just like, I don't know.
I was gonna somehow get the pig involved, but you kind of beat me to it.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Well, he's just like, look, Frank's in a very hard place right now. He just had his dreams crushed like minutes before this. I know it's been like 3 weeks now, but it was minutes before this. Dealing with a lot of stress. Got some alcohol in his system. Just seen a gnome. Ugh.
So, Blitz, you had a 20?
Dirty 20, yes, sir.
Nice.
I got 19.
Okay, I got an 8. So, Stone, what'd you get?
11. Am I supposed to add something to that?
Your dexterity modifier.
Oh, in that case, I have an 11.
Solid. So, Blitz, you see Frank just come around and break his mug over the dwarf's face, and you see the mug shatter into, at least 4 or 5 different pieces. The ale goes all down the dwarf, all down Scab's clothing, and he's just looking up. He's like, "You're gonna pay for that." What do you want to do?
Is there any way I can catch him off guard and drop a shoulder into his chest and get him on the ground?
You can try if you want to grapple him. Yeah. You'll
Because I don't want to try to kill this guy, but I definitely want to
yeah.
Kill him, incapacitate.
He's not taking our gold.
So what you can do is you can try to grapple him, and that's going to be a strength check versus his strength check. But since he's kind of thrown off his guard by Frank's mug, I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage on the roll.
All right, I'll do that. I'm gonna try to drop a shoulder and just plow into him, and get him on the ground.
Yep.
All right, strength. That's an 11.
All right, I got a 5.
A 4 for the second one. So yeah.
Okay. So you had advantage, so you take the higher number, right? So you can. How do you want to grab a hold of him, or what do you want? What do you want to happen?
basically he gets hit by the mug, and as he's spinning back around to Blitz is already running at him and drops his shoulder right into his chest to get him off his feet and onto the ground. And then Blitz is just gonna hold one of his daggers over his throat.
Okay.
Very menacingly.
Okay. So and he's just like, oh, this you are gonna regret this. And you see the two other humans that stood up from across the table. Now they come into a very they look like they're going to start attacking.
You guys move closer to me, and he gets it.
And they
so back off.
They get a little judgmental, or they get a little. They're questioning their next move. Frank, what do you do?
Well, I'm laughing very, very heavily. Well, there's nothing I really can do just yet. Like, I pull out my dial flail and just like, you want to go? I'll go. And he picks up the gold. Is the gold on the ground now, I'm assuming?
Yeah, the gold is on the. It's tattered on the ground. He still has it in his hand, but there's been about maybe 20 pieces that slipped out of the bag.
Well, I rip it out of his hand. I assume I can do that at this point.
You'd have to make a strength check.
Stuff? Oh, really? He's got a knife at his throat, though.
Still holding on to the gold.
All right. I mean, I can do that. I just want to get our stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing I can really do until a fight starts. So strength check is just.
Well, the fight started. You could do anything, right?
Oh no.
You could attack attack his henchman. You could attack him while he's down there. Like, you would automatically hit him, if you chose to swung, or you could try to grab the bag out of his hand, and
I want to make sure we get our stuff back.
Okay.
So I rolled a. Oh, hold on. So is it plus proficiency and the bonus?
No, it's going to just be your strength modifier on this one.
Okay, so it's 19.
Okay, so you get down there and you pull the bag right out of his hands.
That was our stuff. I was going to buy a new dire flail. He also kicks him while he's on the ground.
Ha! Oh, God, now.
That's what you get for being short.
And he starts to look at you too, with in the same way that the bartender. Like, what the hell is going? You're just as short.
Temporary.
Brother Cornelius, you see Frank peel the bag out of Scab's hands.
Is there pieces that fell out, or do?
There's about 20 pieces on the ground. Pieces of gold on the ground.
Okay, and also can Brother Cornelius see any other gold pouches on this dwarf that's being pinned to the ground?
Make me a perception check.
I like how we're just basically robbing this guy now.
No. We're tithing.
You're tithing.
Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. 5.
5? You don't see anything nothing sticks out to you as you kind of search around for any packages or bags of gold.
Can I still with my action grab the gold that's on the ground?
Absolutely. That's what you get 20 gold. You get 20 gold.
More time, more.
They're coming to get Lannon.
Yeah, I don't think that's coming from me.
No, it's on my end. All right. So, Blitz, make me a strength check.
Oh, that's an 8.
So with his now free hand from Frank taking the bag, Scab hits you on the forehead, pulls the knife back and stands up. And then his 2 guards jump over the table, and Brother Cornelius, one definitely hits you.
Started something now.
He peels out an axe from off of his back and hits you for 11 points of damage as he jumps off the table and slams you in the chest.
Meanwhile, Frank just
Why
Bubble
hold on to
boy.
gold?
Yes.
That's the question.
And Frank, as you do that, the next one definitely hits you. For 10 points of damage as he jumps off and slams you with his axe.
Just a scratch. As he laughs.
Blitz, Scab is now up in front of you, looking down at you, and laughing as he was able to easily get out of your grip.
All right, it's back to me.
Yep.
Blitz is gonna look beyond Scab over his shoulder and scream, "Bob, no!" And then hoping,
Bob!
okay, and then
Bob?
then he's gonna drop another shoulder into him and just run.
Okay. All right. Make me a strength check.
All right, well, let's not use that one. Let's use this one. That's an 11. Ugh.
Can you beat a 16? You got any strength on you?
No, I was a 10 with a 1, so.
So you come in and smash him with your shoulder, and he just laughs as he flexes with his chest and bounces you back. Fool me once, huh? Not the second time, buddy. Frank, you see Blitz bounce off the chest of Scab, and you still have one of his henchmen right on top of you, striking you with an axe.
I will admit, this might have been a bad idea. Well, only one thing left to do. Just start spinning that dire flail. I'm sure Blitz can handle a dwarf. He's small. He's small.
Oh, you're gonna hit the door? Okay.
No, I'm just gonna hit. I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me because he's the one hitting me with an axe.
All right.
Or actually, if we can take out the dwarf, maybe like try and incapacitate him again. He's like, because screw it. I'm just going old fashioned. I'm just gonna hit the guy in front of me. But I believe. So there was 2 henchmen, right?
Mm-hmm. One's attacking you, and one is attacking Brother Cornelius. They both jumped off the table to get you.
Can I use action surge and then see if my first hit takes out the first guard, and then if it does, use the second one on the second one?
Sure.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
If not, I'll use both on the one guy.
Yeah, you can always break up your swings to different enemies. Typically, okay. if they're in range.
This is why it sucks that it's been like 3 weeks since I forget every time how to do stuff.
Okay, so no, this is great. So what you do is roll your d20, and since you're using your proficient weapon, you're going to add your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So 18 on the first one.
Is that with the modifiers too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely going to hit. So that's one side of the flail. Now roll me some damage on that. That's going to be your damage die. It's going
to be 4.
Now, but did you add your ability modifier?
I added the +3, yeah.
Yep, okay. So you roll the 1.
So I rolled a, yeah.
Okay, so you swing at him, to the berserker in front of you, and he's just... That's funny. That's real funny. You got some spunk, kid.
These guys are tough.
So you still got your second swing.
So once I do that, I'm gonna have to come up with a different plan. So how is it possible for me to leap onto the back of the dwarf and like grab him by the neck? If I don't know where I'm positioned, but can I just like?
The dwarf is to your left. He's to your left. His back is to you, and he had just bounced Blitz off of his chest.
Do I have a knife or something that I can like try and get a weapon to his throat?
You could try. Yeah, you got a dagger if you want.
Okay. So after that first hit, I'm like, oh shit. Immediately just drop my dire flail. New plan. Just leaps onto the back of the dwarf, try and jump on his back around his neck.
Okay,
Same plan as Blitz.
So here's the fun thing that we get to talk about now: attacks of opportunity. Since you're moving out of the range of the berserker, he gets to attack you as you go do this, because you were locked in combat with him.
Otherwise, we're gonna die anyway. Unless he hits me for 26, I'm fine.
Well, he definitely hits you with a 18.
Oh, fuck.
No, not points of damage. That was to your AC.
Oh, okay.
But you take 11 points of damage as he slices at your back, as you make for the dwarf. But you get up to the dwarf. Now make me a grapple check.
So
it's going to be a D20 plus your strength modifier.
16.
Okay, versus.
You got it. We're just getting screwed, aren't we? I'm gonna die. This is how I go in.
Evil laugh.
I rolled a 16 and he has a +2 to strength. So he
God damn.
As you get right behind him, he just elbows you right in the gut. Nice try, bucko.
Ah, God. Well, I tried to be smart.
Not your strength.
I like you guys. You guys got spunk. Brother Cornelius, you have seen Blitz bounced off the chest of this dwarf. You see Frank getting elbowed in the gut, and you're still being attacked by one of these berserkers jumping on top of you.
So, Brother Cornelius, it's time to turn to the spell book and cast.
Run away.
Here you go. Cast Charm Person.
Oh, okay.
So it says when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, you can target one additional creature. What does that mean exactly?
So you're going to be able to charm to 2 creatures.
Oh,
if you use a higher level spell slot.
Can I use a higher level spell slot?
What's the highest level you can cast right now? First or second level spells?
I think with third level I am allowed to.
So you'll look at your spell table, and that's going to show you where you can or what you can cast. It'll be the first page of your.
Yep, got it. Okay, level 3, I can cast 2 second level spells.
Okay.
Or first level spells.
So you can, if you use a second level spell slot, this will be your first spell of the day, so you still have those spell slots left. You can target somebody else as well to charm.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to cast the spell on the 2 henchmen.
The 2 henchmen? Okay, not the dwarf. Okay, cool, I like it. Now, since they're being attacked, they have advantage on their wisdom saves.
Okay.
So what is your DC?
Is that...
It's going to be...
plus modifier?
Yep, it's going to be wisdom plus modifier plus your level.
So my wisdom 16, the modifier is 3.
So +8 plus 3. So your modifier plus your actual wizarding level,
okay,
which is, or your cleric level, which is 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then +8. So 8 plus 6.
Don't screw this up.
Am I rolling?
No, I'm rolling. It's a wisdom check.
I'm just saying, we can't see what he rolls, so I think he needs to start just like giving us some good numbers.
I got an 11 and a 13. So one of them is charmed and one of them is not. Right? Yeah. Oh no, I lied. Yeah, no.
Both are.
Both are charmed.
It's 8 plus 6.
Yeah, it's 8 plus 6. They're 14s. So they're both charmed.
Nice work.
Job.
Aren't the gnomes you're looking for?
Whoa, boss. These we don't need to fight these guys.
Now's a good time.
What the hell is wrong with you two?
I would just go home.
hey, these are good guys. Well, they're funny. I mean, they got a little bit of fight in them.
Make us funnier?
We don't have to fight, all right? I just want my money back.
We
What you
have
took from me.
We have it.
I've got that back already. I've got it. Oh, God.
That's all we wanted.
If we ask for a little bit more for the trouble, it'd be okay. No? No one?
I'm
Okay.
good.
That's fine.
I'm good. I just wanted what was rightfully mine. We got it.
I just want a new beer. Ugh.
Hey, listen.
Maybe the beverage.
I like you guys, and you put a knife to my throat, and I respect that. So listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you your gold back.
We
I've
have
already
it.
got
And
it. I've already.
No, we don't have it. Yes, give us our gold back.
And on top of that, I'll give you something extra, some to sweeten the pot. But I need some help.
You need some help.
Right.
What kind of help you?
Listen,
What kind of help you looking
There's a family of, let's say, nobles. I don't consider them that. They call themselves nobles. They're a little bit, unnoble. And they have a good that I want in their house.
Is it your good or is it theirs that you just want to make yours?
Let's say a little bit of both. Whatever helps
could
you
see
sleep at night.
I could say that.
So, listen. Have you heard of anything about the Shadow Thieves?
I have not heard about the Shadow Thieves,
Listen.
but I would like to hear something about them.
I won't tell you anything much, but all I can say is if you do this for me, I'll give you your gold back, and I'll let you use some of the safe houses these so-called people have around town.
Now, has Blitz actually heard of these guys before?
You can make me. Where's Blitz from?
I don't know. I think he was a rock dwarf. What did I call him?
Mm-hmm.
Background.
Definitely a rock dwarf. Has he ever traveled to Waterdeep?
I don't think he has. I think he's been to large cities before, but never this one.
Okay, so you can make me a history check if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. That's history is plus nothing. Here we go. So 17.
You actually, because of who you are, you do know something about the Shadow Thieves. They were an old organization, a thieves guild that had long ago been driven out of Waterdeep, but have now had a resurgence and are one of the biggest guilds in that control Waterdeep itself.
All right. I guess I like the cut of your jib, and maybe you can teach me that move you did to get my bag off of me.
Yeah, I could do that.
How far away is there? Tell me a little bit more about this job you got.
All
you
right.
want for.
So all you need to do, get into this little villa. It's not big. It's not small. It's little. And as you do so, all I need, the family there, it's the Tarms. The Tarms, they're not good people. Let me tell you, they're not good people. But they have a blue sapphire, let's say magical pendant that I am extremely interested in.
Now, what does one of them wet, or is it more of like they got in a safe? Where would we find this thing inside this house?
This is precious to them, so I'm guessing it's hidden somewheres, locked up. I would assume. My people tell me that it is in one of the studies of the villa, but that's all the information I got on it.
All right.
The villa's in the north ward of town. If you go to so it's on the corner of Sulmer and Whalegon Street.
Sulmer and Whalegon.
Yeah, it's a audacious looking villa. You'll know it when you see it.
Brother Blitz, maybe as we barter to help these fine shadow thieves, I'm sure they're upstanding citizens. Maybe we could.
Hey! Are you mocking me?
to no.
Are you mocking me?
No, compliments only.
Right.
Maybe we could find some information that might help us with this wine guild that we are searching for to help our friend become a giant there.
Yeah, let's do that. He says on the ground, still in pain, still hurting.
Yeah. Let's. We were looking for
The Ventiri, isn't what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I like this. I like this deal. You know,
I think it's a great deal.
I think it's not too bad.
The best of deals. The best of deals.
But you haven't heard of anyone named Vintner Sirac? Have you?
I don't know anything about no Vintner Sirac. Not
that
in my
his name?
town. That's the one vintner you came across.
All right. You think maybe some of your friends in this guild might know a little bit about it?
About what?
About Vintner Sirac here?
I know about the vintners. I don't know about this guy.
Where would we find some of the vintners then?
They're up in the North Ward too.
Ah, okay. So they're close by the Tom's place.
Not close by, a little bit further north. But I can tell you that, once you do me my favor, I'll let you know where they are. Who cares? You're gonna find out anyways. God, Anyways, these the vintners, they're where are they? And he looks back at his two guys. He's like, oh yeah, okay. They're on the corner of Delzorin and Vihozar Street.
Delzorin and Vahozar?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. They got a shop up there or something? A guild? They go, what are we looking for up there?
It's a monastery, the big courtyard, lots of wine. I don't mind them. They make good wine.
All right. Well, I think we got ourselves I think we maybe made some good friends here.
I agree.
Yeah, I like these guys, actually. I like these guys.
And Blitz goes to shake Scab's hand.
And he spits in his hand and shakes your hand.
All right. Nice
We
meeting
got
you,
an accord?
Scab.
You'll find me here.
Name's Blitz, if you need anything.
I like it, Blitz. You're a good guy. I think.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And so
I think we need a rest too, because I have 15 hit points. And one more fight, I'm dead.
So Blitz is gonna help get Frank off the floor. And dust him off a little bit. And be like,
Can we
let's
find
go.
an inn?
Let's go find a place to crash. Maybe grab one more nightcap.
You could you would think that the bowels of the earth probably has some rooms for rent in the back.
All right.
I've got gold now. I'm sure we can afford one.
Maybe we should split that gold.
I'm holding on to this. I'm holding on. This is mine. Can't.
Okay.
Blitz will just get robbed again. No, I'm holding on to it.
All right.
What do I have now? Like 350 or whatever it was?
Yeah. The bag had three. Actually, it's 330 because Brother Cornelius has 20 of the gold that spilled onto the floor.
Well, he had my gold too, so
Oh,
actually
yeah.
the bag had 550.
Normally Frank doesn't care about gold, but this time I'm holding on to it. It's all mine. Next time you want to buy something, you come to Frank.
All right, hey Frank, I'm gonna need my gold back because mine's mixed in there with everybody's. So
I can give you 10.
I need 200.
I'll give you 10.
Nah,
You can't be trusted.
I got to see a man about a
How do
bow.
I know you had 200? How do I know?
Wait, what was
I
that?
don't
I don't even know what you're saying.
Exactly. He doesn't care. He doesn't want you to understand. Walks up to. Oh no, because it's that gnome, isn't it? I'm just gonna get us all a room. All each our own rooms.
Okay, so you walk back up to the gnome behind the bar. Yeah.
I don't want to do this again. You know, this is uncomfortable for me. But I need 3 rooms.
And he's just looking at you still. 3 rooms.
3 rooms.
For just you?
No, my friends. There's the other. You'll like that one. He's a gnome as well. It's awful.
We'll call you friends.
So
and then there's the
you travel with gnomes. You don't like gnomes, but you are a gnome.
He's resourceful. I don't like looking at him, but he's useful.
And the whole time, Blitz is sizing up Frank, trying to figure out if there's a way to get the bag of money from him.
And meanwhile, Bob's just sizing you up, like watching you.
You do see. I mean, you see the bag of gold in his hand. If you want to go for it.
No, I wouldn't do it.
He wants to get it without him.
Do it.
Though. So he's waiting for a moment.
Once again, Bob's watching you. Bob's watching you. I've got eyes in the back of my head.
And he says, "Fine. Give me a gold. You got 3 rooms."
Flicks one to him. Still not paying for that beer. Still not paying for it.
That's fine. I'm still. I don't know what's going on with you.
Yeah, I've got issues. It's a whole story.
You think?
Lots of issues.
You think?
Yeah. I'm working on them. All right. That's why I'm here. I'm working on them.
And he just keeps pouring more ale, and he's drinking the ale now.
It's a coping mechanism. Wants to forget everything he just saw.
So you guys now have your 3 rooms if you want them.
Yep, Frank and Bob head up to their room. He's like limping like the whole way, like, ugh, it's a good fight, wasn't it, Bob? They're just like reminiscing over the fight. We tried.
Well, Bob
pretty
always
tough.
responds.
Yeah. Blitz, you see Frank going up the stairwell to get to the rooms.
I think Blitz is gonna maybe have a seat at the bar before he goes up to his room.
Okay.
And see if he can make friends with anyone who might know more about the Tarms.
Sure. You see at this bar there are everybody here looks as though they've seen some shit. You know, this is not the fairest of weather here. So you see on one end of the bar you see a dwarven a female dwarven what you would think would be a fighter, as she has a giant axe strapped on her back, with long braided red hair. The other side, to your left, about 2 stools down, you see a drow sitting at the bar having a drink, which is very unexpected. And then around the other corner of the bar, you see several other, basically just, male humans kind of punching and cheering and slamming beers back.
So how big is the bar? It's pretty. I mean, the actual literal bar, is it a good size?
Yeah, it's about 20 feet by 20 feet, as it forms an L.
Okay. And how many bartenders are there? Just the one?
Just the one gnome.
All right. Blitz is gonna go work his way over towards the lady.
Okay.
And see if he can take a seat next to her.
And she looks over. She says, "Well, what are you doing?"
I'm making my way through life. What are you doing?
I'm making my way through this ale.
Sounds good to me. And he's gonna look at how far away is the bartender at this point?
He's at the center of the bar, right in the corner of the L.
Okay. Is he distracted at all?
Not really. You see him just kind of polishing some of the mugs.
All right.
Cleaning them down.
Hey, barkeep, you mind if I
what?
Can I get myself an ale and another ale for my friend here? And just put it on my tab. We're staying here overnight. I'll get you. I'll settle you up in the morning.
Do you have gold?
Oh yeah, obviously I've got gold. I'm staying here. Of course I've got gold.
All right. And he fills 2 ales up and plops them on in front of you.
And so Blitz's gonna slide one over to the this fighter.
And as you slide it, she catches it immediately. Thanks.
Cheers. Just new to town. Figured I'd say hello to a couple people. See how you doing.
Yeah, it's a fine town.
Yeah, you been here for a while?
My whole life.
Really? Yeah, that's cool. I'm actually in town looking to say hi to my friends, the Toms. You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that they're good people? I haven't seen them in a while. It's been a long time since I caught up with them.
They're good, bad, depends on the week.
Yeah. Well, what have they been up to lately? I mean, it's been a few years since I've seen them. Not really sure how they're doing.
So you're here to visit them, and you haven't talked to them?
It's just catching up. Maybe dropping by unexpectedly.
Okay. So, as you know, they are the sea merchants, and
the sea merchants. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah. All right. They take care of the town. They give back to the community.
I mean, who really gives back to the community?
That's true. All right. Well, how have you been? Have you been out to the place off of Salma and Whale Gong?
I mean, I don't know him personally.
No, I didn't know if maybe you're a friend of him. I mean, you ever seen the place though? They known to have a nice place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Little audacious, but beautiful.
It's all right. So do you I mean, how often they out on the boat too? How often they leave the place to go sailing and whatnot?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they ever leave the place anymore. They've got a whole crew. They got a whole business. So,
all right.
I mean, I don't know how you run your businesses, but
I don't really run businesses anymore.
You don't look like it.
Nah, I kind of float around. What's your deal? What do you do?
What?
I mean, what do you do? What do you do for a living? I'm assuming you don't just hang around in bars all the time.
Why? Would that be a bad thing? Are you calling me an alcoholic?
No, maybe you're a bartender. I just didn't know.
No, I mean, hey, I've done some things. I run an old shop, up in the docks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of shop?
You're asking. I run a shop on the docks, and you're asking what kind of shop I'm running.
Well,
obviously, it's fish and fresh seafood.
I don't know if you. I don't. So you're a cook? Is that what you're saying? You run a restaurant? Yeah. I mean, like you're selling bait? I don't know. There's a number of things it could have been.
And she keeps saying back. No. I sell the finest of fish, the finest of seafood. Nobody beats mine. Except maybe Franklin, but we don't talk about that.
Franklin's a dick.
Yeah, I agree. So. Wait, how do you know? You've never been here. How do you know Franklin?
Word gets around.
Does it? Is he better? He's better than me?
No. I just heard that Franklin is a fish guy. He's kind of a dickhead.
I agree.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Sheev.
Sheev. Nice to meet you. I'm Blitz.
It's a good name.
Thank you. I gave it to myself a while ago.
You named yourself?
Well, it's better than my actual name, but we won't talk about that.
Wait. I could talk about my stuff, and you can't tell me what your real name is? That's real cordial.
Hey, I mean, fish is one thing, history is another thing. So don't worry about it. Well, Sheev, it was my pleasure meeting you. Maybe we'll come down and see your place sometime, get some fish, check out some of your fineries and whatnot, and see what you have to offer.
The best fish, the best seafood. Fuck Franklin.
All right, you got it. Yeah, screw that dickhead. Cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah, you have a nice one. He toasts and walks away. All right, I think he's been a long day. He's gotten into a fight, gotten his money stolen. Try to get a little bit of information on this person. I think Blitz is gonna call it a night.
Okay. So you head up to bed, or you head up to the room, and you can hear as you pass a door, you hear Bob snoring loudly.
Do I have to make the noise? No.
And it helps the immersion.
I'll save you. I'll save you.
And you your room is right next door.
All right. I'm curious what Cornelius was up to this whole time.
Yes, Brother Cornelius, what are you doing?
I was bleeding all over the ground after that hit from the henchman. Brother Cornelius was watching Blitz as he tends to do, listening on the conversation. And now that that's over, is there any other as Blitz leaves? Is there anything else going on in the room?
In the tavern area?
Yes.
You just see more people, drinking, sitting at the tables. A couple more contests. You see some gambling games being played. You see a drow sitting at the bar. You also see you've seen Blitz talking to a redheaded dwarf, and you see several other people on the other side of the bar, just kind of making merry and having some mirth.
Okay. Well, the drow seems unusual. Is there anything unusual about the drow's action outside of it just being out of him or wait? What's the description of it? Him, her?
It is a female drow. Yep.
Okay. Huh. Well, as I am down on health and short a spell, I think I will take the better part of valor and just pray to the goddess and rest up.
Okay.
Easy peasy with my gold.
So you all rest up for the night, and as you wake up, you get the smell of bacon wafting into your rooms.
Something about Bob and bacon always freaks me out.
Bob
likes bacon.
He loves it.
We've learned this.
All right. Blitz is gonna wake up, stretch, throw some water in his face, and work his way downstairs towards the bacon.
Okay. And as you come downstairs, you see a different gnome behind the bar, but on top of the bar, you do see a spread of food for those who have spent the night. And you see a couple guests. There weren't many that stayed the evening, but there are a couple.
Yeah, Frank and Bob, wake up, start digging in. Obviously, Bob starts digging into the bacon.
So as you see, as Bob hops up onto one of these stools and starts chomping into a plate of bacon, this other gnome now is pouring a mug of ale and looking much like the previous gnome looked at you, Frank, but now staring at Bob in amazement as the pig eats a plate of bacon.
Do you have any other races that work here? Anyone else?
Why, you got a problem?
Anyone else? Yeah. Look, I spent a lot of money to stay here. I just feel a bit uncomfortable. All right?
You don't
I'll tell you the right business.
What's
Just-
wrong? What?
Just saying, maybe get some normal humans running the place. Or, I don't know. Starts digging into the food.
What's wrong with the gnomes?
Just short, annoying. Just goes back to eating.
And his ale starts overflowing as well. And he's even more confused at both you and Bob.
I respect that he's filling up ale at, first
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Frank looks up, sees that, grabs it. Oh, thanks. I'll take that.
So,
and he doesn't
Frank,
move as the ale leaves his hand. His hand is still just there, as it was grasping the mug, and he's just staring.
So, while this awkward scene continues, Frank and Blitz, let's say we explore this this neighborhood that we're supposed to scout out. The Tarms, is that the Tarms? Is that what they call them? Tarms?
Yeah. I like. Let's go take a look around this area.
This place
and
looks like.
see what we can find out.
while Brother Cornelius doesn't exactly condone siding with the shadow thieves, if it gets us information, I think this is the path we take.
Yeah. It seems like
One
an
step
interesting-
closer. One step closer to our goal. Do what we gotta do.
We will restore you, friend gnome giant. With
Still,
cake.
I'm still having a rough time over here. I thought I was done. I thought I had occasionally just breaks down into tears spontaneously.
Brother Cornelius pats him on the back and fills another mug with the still pouring bartender and hands it over.
Okay. So you guys want to go scope out the joint, essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You gotta case the area.
Yeah. So you guys walk for about a half an hour. It's roughly about 40 blocks up, about 30 blocks up from where you are. And as you can clearly get to the corner of the two streets that you were given, the you're at the corner of Sulmer and Whalegond, and you clearly see this villa, and it looks incredibly out of place. It is where all of the other buildings around here are made of wood and brick and mortar. This is all marble and granite that is a shade of green. It almost looks like it's jade, but you can clearly see it's it's a deeper color. And there are palm trees that are all around the outside courtyard of this jaded house.
Is it like gated or anything? Is there a fence around it?
It also, there is the same color green. There is a marble wall that surrounds it. There is a gate. It is an iron gate that is made of a purple hue.
Brothers, I think we need a plan.
And as you look at the villa, it is 2 stories high. There are windows on each story. It's a rectangle shaped building of about 100 feet by 50 feet on each level.
I mean, we could just bash down the gate and walk in.
While this is true, technically,
No.
And it's about 11 a.m. now.
I think that maybe in this one time, we don't barge in the front door.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I agree. Rarely, but I agree.
And you can see, Blitz, you can see statues all throughout the courtyard, and even statues on the perch of the top of the villa.
Do I know what the statues are?
Yeah, they look like all different kinds of wildlife. There you see cougars, lions. You see some beasts that you recognize. You see one that looks like a beholder. You see a couple gargoyles on the roof. You see some basilisks on the floor, on the ground floor.
Now, is there any way to get around to the back of the house, or is it like?
Yep, it's surrounded by this jaded wall, but you could easily climb over the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I've also got second story work or whatever, so he's sneaky.
Do we see any foot traffic going in and out?
Not right now. You do see wagon wheel marks that look like they've gone through the gate, though.
And we still don't know what they do, right?
Well, they were in the fishing stuff, right? That's what I gathered.
Sea traders.
Oh, these are the
Yeah, I relayed all the information I picked up from Sheev to the guys. I think we need to find out how many people is in that house, and whether or not it's.
Not only that, we need to find out where this thing is. What are we looking for?
The necklace, the blue sapphire pendant. Well, I mean, if you guys can somehow, hey, Frank.
I don't like when you say that.
Do you think you and Bob could maybe
Really don't like when you say that. No.
create a commotion of some nature? Maybe put on a show of some. Just I need everyone's eyes faced towards the front of the house.
I mean, I could always just walk up and punch someone.
No.
That'll start a commotion.
No, I thought no. Okay, maybe.
Well, I mean, what else could I do? If you've got any ideas.
What are you thinking beyond this?
I'm
I
thinking
like being included in plans. I like it.
Bug on my monitor, gross.
You're dying before our eyes, by the way. I feel like this is the prelude to World War Z.
Yeah, I'm falling
Concern
apart.
for your health right now. I think that. Let me throw out a suggestion, please.
All right, what's that?
We need a wagon filled with fish.
Go on.
We simply drive. What does one do with a wagon? We wagon up. We hide the pig and dire flail man here, and you in the back with the fish. We wagon on in, and while Brother Cornelius, while I confer with the business people there about the fish, you three go off and find the necklace. Easy.
So I'm not
like this
punching
idea.
a red.
Yeah, I like the idea, except for the part where I'm covered in fish.
Sacrifices must be made.
Why don't
Rule
we?
47 of the Book of Timora.
Why don't you guys? You drive this wagon. We'll put the pig in the giant in the fish. I'll go around to the other side of the house and work my way in from the back. And we'll meet in the middle.
What does the back look like? Meet in the middle. I do like meeting in the middle though. That sounds horrible.
Why don't you just do that? It's so easy to go on the back. Just go on the back.
Well, we're also in a larger city than I think we're used to. Certainly much nicer than the swamp we came from. Maybe there's a sewer system that we can
Oh, I like
find a
sewers.
map
It
to.
smells so bad.
Right up the bunghole, as Lady Timora says.
Is that what she says?
Rule 247, Book of Timora. Right up the bunghole.
Or
Yeah.
we build a slingshot and we slingshot Blitz in there. Fire him through a window.
And what's the next step after that?
Oh, he steals it and comes out.
Well, I mean, I can get over the wall and get into the house.
Then
being-
do that. What are we worried about?
I'm going to. God damn it!
You go
that's
do
what the
that.
plan is.
We'll go back to the tavern. We'll meet up there. You get the pendant. Meet up at the tavern.
You guys.
I think we should.
I need you at the front of the house, causing a distraction, so I can get in through the back.
In the wagon full of fish. We got
Yes. You go find a wagon full of fish.
All right, whatever.
Okay. I
just want
think
this
we have a
done.
semblance of a horrible plan, but it's entertaining. But fortune lead the way.
So
All right.
we're gonna go murder a wagon driver and take his wagon.
No.
All right, let's go do it.
Well,
Let's find a
All right.
wagon.
So while they're
Okay.
looking for a wagon of fish, I'm gonna Blizz is gonna look around for entry points in the back of the house and like find blind spots and an area to get in.
Okay. Blitz, as you go around back, you can easily find there are 4 windows that you could easily get through on the first level, and then there are 4 windows on the second level that if you could get up there, they're about 30 feet in the air.
It's a big ass first floor.
Slingshot.
Merchants, man, merchants. Yeah, that you could get in as well. And so, Brother Cornelius and Frank, what are you're going to try and find a cart?
I guess, yeah. It's not my plan.
And you're going to fill it with fish.
Apparently.
If it were filled with fish, that would be even better.
I mean, what do you want to do?
We are going to head down to the. We're going to head to the docks. I think that's where. Yeah, that's where we're going to follow the trail from the compound to the docks and.
Okay. So you can get as you get down to the docks. It takes you probably about 20 minutes to get over to that section of town.
Easy.
Blitz, nobody's really. You haven't seen any during this time that they're away. You haven't seen any real motion outside of the house.
Can I see any motion like in the windows, like the second floor, or any?
You do see a woman walking past on some of the window every now and then. The windows on the second floor. Tall, long, blonde hair. Looks human. And Brother Cornelius, you do find at the docks a cart wagon dealer.
Oh, we're not stealing one?
Well,
I'd prefer to
I would
steal
say
one.
borrow, but still an option. Wait, a dealer?
Yeah,
Like he sells.
it's Pelgrim's Wagons.
I mean, we got gold. We got Blitz's gold. We can always spend that. Or we steal one.
Yes, let's go up and see how much these wagons cost.
All right, so as you approach this dealer, you see outside the front of the shop there are about 10 different wagons, all of various styles. Some from your basic, cart with just a back end with no roof, all the way up to very ornate and gothic looking in nature. The high end, it's covered in velvet on the inside. Lanterns are on each side of it. You see one that looks that has both a compartment for people to sit in as well as a bed to place items in.
Too much. Brother Cornelius only needs a wagon. What's the cheapest thing?
And you see an elf come out and he says, "Hello, what can I do for you?
Hello, friend.
Why is there a pig in my yard?"
You got a problem with pigs?
A fine question. Wagon.
Hand on what?
Cheap wagon. Quickly. What can we do? We're looking for a simple wagon.
Oh,
We
wagons,
have
fine.
gold.
Even better.
He
I'll allow the pig in the yard.
That's right.
What type of wagon do you need? I have many wagons here. I have
Simple.
the simplest all the way up to top of the line.
The simplest and
Draculian.
with a slight request, slight modification, if you will.
Okay, what is your request? I will try to accommodate it.
Could we
as much as
fill
I
it
can.
full of fish?
I mean, of course you can fill it full of fish. You can do whatever you want with it once
Could
you
you
buy
fill
it
it full
from.
of fish, actually?
No.
Why do
I mean, we can get fish.
We can get fish?
Yeah, there's that fish place. That
You know
what's
fish-
the name?
We have a fish place?
Yeah, that.
How much for that cheap wagon there?
Yeah.
And point us
Get
to
the
the
wagon.
fish place.
The wagon, I can let that go. 75 gold.
75. We'll give you 30.
25.
80.
30.
15.
82.
30.
10.
83.
30.
5.
86.
35.
100.
Sold.
What a deal.
100 gold. I like how you work. Do you want to hook the pig up to pull the wagon?
On these negotiations.
He's not a wagon pig.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
That's your pig.
I figured that's why you brought him to my shop. He was going to pull the wagon for you.
He is.
You're like, we'll take the wagon.
Wrap him up.
Now, would you like a horse to pull this wagon? Or is
Yes,
the pig
we'll
going
take
to do
it for free. We'll take it for free.
it? 50 gold.
You'll pay us
You just
50
got
gold.
100.
We'll take it. Give him 50 gold for the wagon and the horse, and we'll call it a day.
Nope, that's not how this works.
Okay, 100.
Another 100? Sure, done. 200 gold.
Yep.
Good. Yep.
Don't worry, that was it's all good. That was Blitz's gold, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good point.
200. All good. We still split the rest. I lost nothing.
Gentlemen,
I feel like we should get the fish out of this.
it was a pleasure doing business with you. And,
And that is
please
how you make it.
Please come back to Pelgrims anytime you need more of wagons for your for any need you could possibly have. And you see a stable boy bring a horse around and hook it up to your very simple wagon that you spent 100 gold on.
What are we going to call this horse?
Poor deal.
Poor deal. I like it.
Bastards.
And we know that we have a fish place because that Shev, whatever her name was, has that fish place. So we go there.
Off
some
to the fish place.
Remember, this is your plan.
Frank, before we start negotiating again, could I get my share of the gold?
Nope. I'm in control.
Okay, let me do the
You guys
talking.
keep losing it.
We take the wagon to this fish place. Do we know where it's at? Where Matt?
Yeah, I don't know,
we
I don't know if
Google
Blitz
this?
told you the extent of meeting. I mean, like whatever you overheard last night.
Oh, didn't you say you relayed the information though? Is
We're on the dock. We're on the dock.
that what you? Or am I mistaken?
Did I? Oh no, I did. That's right. That's right.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason.
Blitz told
Otherwise,
you
I didn't
that.
listen.
Yeah, you can easily find Shiv's fishery, right in the port, right along the docks, and there you can see that she has placed out rows and rows of all different types of seafood, and you see her, just refilling the stock around the shop.
So we, Brother Cornelius walks up to Sheev. Is that her name? Sheev?
Shiv?
Shiv?
Shiv.
Shiv. Pardon me, fine person.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Odd request. How much would it cost to fill that wagon with the horse and pig strapped to it, full of fish? Don't mind that. Don't talk to the gnome there, by the way.
100 gold.
Don't talk.
100 gold.
Not with the gnome. Not with the gnome. Don't know where that person came from.
He doesn't understand the value of money, does he?
He is
I mean, I'll gladly fill it for 100 gold.
the homeless problem in this city is ridiculous.
Did he say
How
200
much-
gold? I mean, if you want to give me 200 gold, I will
I
fill it
am
with the
not
best
with
fish.
this- I am not with this person.
Wait, then why do you want to fill his wagon full of
That's
fish?
my wagon. He just happens to be standing in front. Ignore him.
So,
There's a person right there in front of your store.
yeah.
Are they with you?
They're probably wanting to buy fish.
Exactly. He is probably. I don't know. I have no. So the wagon filling fish.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of fish do you want? Good, bad, indifferent? I mean, I got all sorts.
The
I
worst
got
smell-
salmon, I got sea bass, I got...
horrible. So ooh, yes. sea basses. What is cheaper?
We go with the bass is fine.
How much to fill the wagon? Enough to cover a gnome, not that gnome, maybe 2 gnomes and a pig, but not that pig.
What? I'm gonna say I'll fill up. I don't want to know what you guys do in your free time,
4 gold.
but I'm gonna say 10 gold, and you got enough fish to do whatever you guys like to do. I don't judge.
Deal.
And it's just pull it around back.
Okay. So is this a difficult thing? Is it easy to fill? Okay, we fill the wagon.
You pull it around back, and a chute comes out of the back of the of her shop, and you just see bass flying down the chute and filling up, overflowing the back part of your wagon. There are so many that they're falling off the sides.
This is perfect.
Is your plan? Better work. You can still just run through the gate.
This is going to be glorious. I actually haven't thought out the rest of the plan, but get in. Hop in.
All right. Frank and Bob hop in the back get covered in fish.
Okay.
And away we go.
Okay, so you you take your fish cart.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna.
And you get up to you get back to the villa. It's about a block away now.
Okay.
Blitz is just actively listening for a commotion to begin.
Blitz, you can hear the rolling of a cart coming.
All right. So he's kind of laying in repose.
Yeah, you peered around the corner of the backside of the villa, and you can see the cart rolling up.
How high is the fence around the outside?
The fence is only about 6 feet up, 6 feet tall.
So do you think Blitz is gonna kind of like try to very sneakily get a peek over the wall to see if like there's areas where you could kind of like get over the wall and kind of hide?
Yeah, you could easily get up and over the wall and nobody would see you.
But is there any area near the wall that he could kind of get in? Like Assassin's Creed, where like he's just hiding in a bush.
Oh yeah. On the inside or outside?
Inside the wall.
Yeah, you there are ferns that grow along the bottom edge on the inside, along the entire side of the walls, on all 4 walls.
Cool. All right, so he's just waiting for noise to happen towards the front of the house, and then once that starts happening, he's gonna make his move and try to get over the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all Cornelius's plan. It's all on you, buddy. I'm just in the back covered in fish.
So do we see any? Is Brother Cornelius able to see anything as we approach the estate?
The villa looks just the same as you saw it before. In the courtyard, the purple gate is still closed, but in the courtyard, you do still see all of these different statues littered about.
Huh.
I reckon just run through with the horse.
No. We ride the wagon up to the gate and actually this is not going to work out. This is going to be
We've already spent 200 gold on this. It's gotta work out.
So, Brother Cornelius, is it possible to cast something like Sacred Flame enough to startle the horse toward the gate?
Anything is possible, Brother Cornelius.
And that's what we do.
So, you're going to basically cast Sacred Flame at the ground?
No, at the wagon. So the wagon's on fire and flaming.
Oh my god! We just bought poor Deal, and you're gonna kill it horribly. That's awful.
So you're gonna light the wagon you're sitting on fire.
Yes.
Oh my god! All right, let's.
Okay.
I'm on fire. I'm literally under.
The wagon ignites, and Frank, you can start to feel heat permeating through the fish, and the fish are starting to cook a little. Brother Cornelius, the sides of the cart are now on fire, and the horse is trembling.
Is he moving faster?
Yes.
Okay. I steer the horse towards the gate, and as we come close to it, I jump.
And do what? Oh, you just jump off?
Yes.
I think at this point is when Blitz is going to jump the wall.
Okay. So what happened? So you, Brother Cornelius, make me an acrobatics check.
Why am I in the fish then? Am I gonna leap out like a Trojan horse? That whole part's gone now. Like what the?
This is where
All
we
I'm doing
call improvise. 20-sided dice. Is that right?
Yep. Roll your d20.
You just want to kill Frank and Bob, all right? It's not like I got all that gold back.
It's so dark here because you guys made me turn off my light. Oh snap! Look at that, 19.
Okay, so you guys, Brother Cornelius,
You wanted a distraction.
you steer the flaming cart and align it with the purple gate, and just before the horse smashes into the gate, you jump off, and you can see the fish moving as Frank is underneath them. The horse bursts open the gates and crashes into the courtyard, and it just starts bucking all around the courtyard as fish start to fall out. And Frank, you start to see sunlight as more and more fish are falling out of the cart, and the back wagon is almost jumping up and down now as it's
Good, so good.
flaming on
Was
fire.
this part of the plan?
And
Yeah.
and you see the door burst open, the front door of the villa burst open, and you see a woman with long blonde hair come out, and she, what is going on? What is going on?
It's not what it looks like. It might be.
Who's
Screaming from the back of the cart.
And Blitz at this point has cleared the wall and is working his way into the house.
Okay, so are you going through Blitz? Are you going through the bottom of the house, or are you going through the top windows?
If I can get to the top windows, I mean, is there anywhere I could kind of make like a grapple and get my way up to the top, second floor?
You could. So on the back side of this villa, there is an entranceway out. There's a door, but it's has 4 columns that are coming off of the door, and the columns support like a cement roof. And if you can climb up the columns, you can probably jump off the roof of that door awning into one of the windows.
Right, he's gonna try to do that because he figures if you're gonna put anything valuable in the house, his knowledge of thievery knows you hide it in a very difficult spot. So second floor is always gonna be, where the safes are, the most expensive stuff is.
Okay. So roll me. I'll either let you do athletics or acrobatics to get up one of the columns if that's how you want to do it, or if you want to try some other.
Yeah, we'll take a column. Athletics is +3, so we'll do that. I'm gonna use this guy. Come on, thievery. That's a 13 +3, so 16.
Okay, so you can easily. These are very much in a Roman style of column, so they have dips all around that you can easily grip onto as you make your way up to the top of this awning. And now before you, to your left and right, you'd think it's about 8 feet away on each side, off of the side of the awning, are these windows.
Okay, so I have to kind of like shimmy my way over to it.
You'd probably have to jump.
Okay.
You don't see anything that's below them that you could kind of grip onto. It's a straight wall.
All right, I have a second story work perk.
Okay.
Which is in addition, when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by a number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier.
Rad. Okay.
My modifier is +2.
Mm-hmm.
So Would that be enough to be able to clear it, or would I still have to throw for it?
You can throw for it, but you're going to have advantage.
Okay.
And it's going to be a very easy check to make.
Real quick before he tries it, he kind of glances around. He wants to can I roll a perception to see if there's anyone around?
Yeah, totally.
All right. I'm gonna do that. All right.
How does that perk come with the class or the race?
That's a class. I threw an 8 for perception.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Nothing that you, after being here for about 45 minutes or an hour, nothing that you haven't seen before strikes your attention.
All right, so he's gonna make a dive for one of the windows. Is it an open window or
yeah,
is it a window?
It's open.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Due to the springtime nature, all the windows in the house are open.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like, after scoping out the casing the joint, you really don't think that they would expect anybody to be robbing them. So
okay, cool.
There's no real alarm or guards or anything that you've seen.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna make a dive for the window. Is that another athletics?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. 18.
Okay, you get right into that window. You leap, jump, and whoop.
All right. Once he hits the inside, immediately finds cover just to kind of scan around to kind of it's a new room. Fog of war is lifted, so he's gonna look around to see if there's anything.
You're in a bedroom right now. All you see a large, probably a king-sized bed of all white linen, and you see a desk and some other shelves and bookcases and an armoire that is all made out of very fine wood.
Nice.
And there's one door that leads out.
All right. Is there anything can I really quickly check under the bed and the drawers and everything?
Yeah, totally.
Does anything stand out as kind of this would be something where a safe would be hidden or anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. It's a 14.
You don't see anything in this room that would make you think that there's a valuable safe.
Okay. Well, real quick, he's gonna glance under the bed and see if he sees any sort of lock boxes and kind of shuffle through the. I'm assuming he hears the commotion happening out front.
Oh yeah.
So he knows all right, that's happening. He should be in the clear, but he's kind of one eye on the door at all times, but also trying to find stuff.
Okay. So as you search around the room, you don't find anything that would resemble this magical sapphire pendant, but you do find other jewels and items, rings, necklaces, fancy clothing, a lot of valuables that are really just out, on the dressers.
All right, he's gonna pocket a couple of the jewels, not all of them, just one or two to make it maybe seem I just misplaced one.
Okay.
So, one or two gems, maybe one or two rings, enough, a tenth. He's just gonna decimate it. Just pick it, a tenth of all of them, and
never change.
Yeah.
So Frank, the wagon is still now on fire. And you hear the call of a woman that is outside screaming, asking, "What the hell is this? What are you doing?"
I'm on fire! Just screaming. He's assuming that this is now part of the plan. He's adapting to it. I'm on fire! Help! Help!
Are you still under the fish?
Well, I assume most of the fish are gone, but I'm not. Am I supposed to get out? What's the plan? Yells it out. He doesn't know. He's so confused. He's terrified at this point. Doesn't often get scared.
Brother Cornelius, what are you doing? You're at the front gate still, and you can hear Frank saying, "What's the plan? Should I get out?"
Got this. Brother Cornelius steps through the now shattered doorway. And
who are you? What is this?
I saw everything. I was standing right over there and saw everything. There was this runaway wagon here, and this gentleman here leapt from above to steer it away and tried his best to save countless lives. And here we are. Maybe we should go inside and calm this poor man down.
There's a flaming carriage in my courtyard.
It'll die out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
What? It could have been worse. It could have been worse, but thank Timora for this brave gnome giant.
It's still happening.
He's on fire, actually.
Fire.
You notice he is on fire. Maybe we could go inside and grab buckets of water to put out.
Get some water.
Why doesn't he just get out of the wagon?
He's traumatized.
I'm committing to a bit.
It's he's not looking well. Maybe some water is. Shall we go inside? Maybe.
And now I want you to roll me a deception check.
Well, I was assuming because the horse was like bucking the car to be flying around, it'd be hard for me to jump out. So I assume I was kind of stuck at that point.
You just ask her to go inside.
Yeah, that's probably what I should do.
And a 19 again.
Yeah, that's fine because I rolled a 1. She says, "Oh yeah, we've got water inside. Let's hurry. I mean, we should probably hurry up, right?"
Do you have water outside? Not inside. Inside's a bad idea. Inside, we don't want to go inside. This gentleman needs help. Do you know CPR?
What? No. What?
Blanket to put out the fire?
Yeah. I got blankets inside.
It's no. It's we'll just here. I'll use my robe. Maybe can you help me take off? No, that's a bad idea.
There's water and blankets and anything you need.
I'll go inside. I'll go inside. You be by this poor gnome.
Oh my God, it burns!
Why doesn't he just get out of the car? You're not going to my house without me.
This poor gnome needs help. He's paralyzed. He can't walk. Can you help him? And I will.
He's paralyzed. How'd he get in the wagon?
Well, that is a miracle of the goddess.
My eyes are on fire! Oh my God!
Oh, his screams. His screams are. Can you, kind woman? Can you help him? And I.
Yes.
He's down.
Let's go get water.
I'll get the water. You look more calming than I. You calm gnome, and I will get the water. Just through here. Right here.
Yeah, go in the front door.
Got it. Be right back. You calm the gnome.
Why? Okay. And she gets over to the cart, and Stone, you get into the front door, and you see the bottom of this. There's a giant entranceway that expands out. Even on the inside, this is all of a deep jade color, and you can see that to the left there is what you would think would be a kitchen and a feast hall, and to the right is a study. Frank, there is now a woman saying, "Get out of the cart! Get out of the cart!"
Oh, jeez, I never thought of that. That's a great idea. Says as he's on fire. I thought originally I couldn't get out, but at this point, I will get out of the car. Frank and Bob just leap out. I'm burnt everywhere. Why did you do this? Just scream
I didn't do it. Someone said you jumped in the cart to rescue the cart from the.
Did I? Wait, was that the plan? Yeah. Yeah.
And Brother Cornelius, you can easily find some water in the kitchens.
Oh, I'm not looking for water. Now I'm looking for the now I'm scouting the house.
Okay.
So he said there's a feast hall.
Yep. And a study.
And a study?
Yep.
Brother Cornelius heads to the study.
Okay. Blitz, what are you doing now?
You said there's only one door to the bedroom, right?
Yeah, there's only one door in and out.
So, I mean, he's going to take the one door out. Where did this guy go?
So you see a hallway, and if you look down, there are 3 more doorways, and at the end of the hallway is a stairwell down. And there are 2 doors on the right side, on the opposing side of you, and there's 1 door a little further down on your side of that you've come out on. On the left side.
Are any of them open?
No, none of them look open.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the first door. I see. Is that on the right? I guess.
Yeah, the first one is directly across from yours.
Okay, so I'm gonna slowly crack it and peek his way in, see what's going on.
Sure. This looks like it is a like a playroom, like a card room that would be for entertaining.
Okay, so not for children, but
no,
for like
no.
okay.
You think that there you see almost what looks like it would be a poker table that's in the center of this room. You see bottles of liquor on the side, shelves, and table, some chairs that are littered about.
Are there the equivalents of like poker chips there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's gonna take one of the chips, like one of the higher denomination chips.
Okay.
Even though it might not be worth anything, he's still gonna take it.
Okay. Frank, the blonde woman is now. Hey, so are you okay?
Think so? The horse on fire.
Yeah.
Poor deal. Gotta save poor deal.
I don't know. So there was somebody here.
Woman, you're letting that horse die.
Well, unhook him.
Frank,
I gotta go. I'm gonna go in and get water for.
Save the horse. We have to save the horse.
Yeah, by putting the fire out.
Hey, who cares about the wagon? Just a bunch of fish It's just a bunch of fish.
Okay.
Just screaming.
But what if you unhook the.
Do you hate animals?
Yeah, you unhook the horse. I'm gonna go get water to put the wagon out.
Help me! Get the other side.
All right. So, do you want to intimidate her into doing this, or deceive her into doing this?
I guess I should intimidate because I have no idea what's going on. This was not the plan. I'm just yelling. I'm pain. I'm burnt all over.
This is working better than I could have ever imagined.
I'm just trying to be like. I have a fondness for poor deal. All right, I want to say poor deal.
So roll me an intimidation check. This is going to be a D20 plus your I believe a strength modifier.
It's 20. 17 plus 3. It's 20.
I rolled another 1. She's like, okay, we'll save the horse first, and then for some reason we'll put the fire out second. All right, save the horse. All right, let's go, Brother Cornelius. You're searching around the study.
Yes.
And you see, there are books upon books upon books upon books that line the walls of this study. You also see several, they look like mariners' chests that have been on boats.
Mariners suck.
You can. I'm from New York. I like the Yankees, so I don't care. So you could you see these look like they would have been on one of their merchant ships, and they're littered about. They're on podiums. You see 4, one on each side of the room, on a nicely carved mahogany podium.
Well, these logs, they're logs, right? Is that?
They look like basically a treasure chest.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Can I check to see if there's any unusual security?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thingy majiggies.
Roll me some perceptions.
You guys making me turn off the light is really.
Turn the light back on. That's not as bad now.
Oh, you're looking so shiny.
Also, you have autofocus on.
Do I? How do I turn it off?
Is it a Logitech webcam?
What's awesome
You
is
really
I just
don't
rolled
like
the
people
wrong,
with
I just rolled the
autofocus,
wrong
do you?
dice. That's how dark it was.
Nice.
No, it's one of the. It's the Razer one.
Oh, the Kyo.
It gets
You're
better. Look at that. You can't.
I can't. What is it?
20. Yo.
Nat 20.
Okay, so
Yes. 1920. Today's my day. Unlike last 3 episodes.
Yeah, I'm having some good rolls.
yeah. So you look at all of these chests, and none of them look like they're trapped or there's any kind of preventative measures.
All right. Let's bust these babies open. The name of Timora.
All right, so you go across to the far wall, and you open up the chest, and this one has, you can see coins from all different lands. These do not look like they are similar in any nature.
Okay. Can I hold this? How much can I hold?
How much do you want to hold? You think there are roughly 50 coins in this chest from all different lands.
Okay, let's open, before I take anything, let's open the others.
The chest to the left, on the left side of the room, you open and there are vials. There are 4 different vials of 4 different colors.
Okay. We will take. Boy, what would he do? Let's
I
open.
just want to say, sorry, keep going. I just want to say the crew is definitely missing Fancy Boy. Yeah, I'm more
I know.
out the window.
And the moral barometer.
That is why Brother Cornelius is struggling right now. It's in the back of his mind. He's hearing this bird squawk. Okay, where are the other 2?
The one on the right side of the room, you open it as a human skull.
Okay, keep that there. Last one.
And the last one has a golden goblet in it.
Lady Timora loves goblets. I'll grab the goblet, and I'll grab the vials, and leave the rest.
You're going okay?
Well, sorry, wait. 50 coins?
Mm-hmm.
He will take 10 of those coins.
Okay.
For the church.
I love how this is how you justify everything.
As the goddess wills.
Blitz, you are still in this gambling room.
All right. Real quick, do one more. He's going to do one more glance around, see if there's anything, looking particularly fancy that he should be focusing on before moving on to the next room.
No, you don't see anything kind of that really strikes your attention other than very fine alcohols that are surrounding the walls.
Unfortunately, no time for alcohol. He's got to move fast. So he's going to go poke his head out the door, go to the next room, just work his way down towards the staircase.
So the next room on the right, as you open it up, this is a wardrobe room. And you see, it's almost like a walk-in closet. You see some of the finest silks and gowns and clothing that you've ever seen in your life. You can only imagine that all of these outfits have come from different parts of the realms, that it's been a collection that has been honed over time. You see a mannequin on the far wall that is dressed in a blue dinner gown, and you see a pendant with a blue sapphire hanging from it.
He's going to walk towards the mannequin with the blue pendant hanging off of it, and on his way he's just kind of like reaching his hand out and touching everything. Just like
As you do this, the silks just flow effortlessly through your fingertips.
Are there any scarves of silk, or just kind of like a ribbon of silk or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find on the center, there is a center table, and you can see that there are drawers that you could pull out, and there would be scarves in there.
All right. So as he's working towards a mannequin, he's gonna open up a drawer, find one of the scarves, pull it out, and kind of fashion it like a I don't know, this what he finds is like appropriate. It looks cool, so they kind of like around his shoulder to waist and wrapped around, so he's like looking all fancy.
Okay.
Is that your fancy boy? Just have a little fancy boy thing going on there.
Frank, outside, this woman that you have convinced to help hinge the horse from the wagon has done so. She's like, okay, now we have to put this out. The horse is fine. We have to put this out. I'm gonna go in and get a couple buckets of water.
Wait, before you do we?
Yeah, I don't want this burning in my yard.
Either that or you have a bunch of raw fish. At least this way it's cooked.
I can get cooked fish whenever I want. Get this
Look,
out. This is burning down in my yard.
Better we just leave it, let it run its course.
And she starts walking back towards the house.
I mean, I've done, like, this wasn't my plan. I don't.
Come on.
Frank immediately crash tackles her to the ground. No, you can't go in there. No. Stop.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So good.
No. What if the fire spreads to your house and you're trapped in there? I'm sorry, lady. Can't go in there.
How is it going to spread to that? It's in the middle of the courtyard.
I have to save you.
And what do you do?
I'm just sitting on top of her. No, you got to stay right here, away from anything flammable. Stay right here.
She is struggling to kick you off because she does not understand what the heck is going on right now.
I'm saving you. Bob comes along and sits on her as well. She can't move.
So roll me a strength check with advantage.
So that's just roll it twice, right?
Yep, and take the higher number, and then add your strength modifier to it.
15.
And roll it again. Oh, was that both?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was 2 and then...
Yep. So she's like, okay, fine. This is really weird. Blitz.
Yeah, this is not how I pictured my day either.
Can we at least... I mean, we should put out the fire.
This is so good.
I told you gotta let it burn. Trust me, I like fire. I know fire.
Blitz, what are you doing?
All right, so Blitz has secured his sash, looking fancy, sees the pendant, and he's just gonna beeline it to the mannequin, get the pendant off, pocket it, and work his way back towards the bedroom. He's gonna come out the way he came in.
Okay. And you easily get down, and you're now down behind the house, but you're not outside of you're not over the gate into the street yet.
All right, he's gonna peek around towards the front of the house and just like see the commotion going on.
You see a wagon on fire, a horse running around the courtyard, and Frank and Bob sitting on the blonde-haired woman that you had seen before walking through the house.
All right, yeah, good job, guys. And then he's gonna jump over the wall.
Isn't it?
Brother Cornelius, what are you doing?
Brother Cornelius heads to the feast hall to see if he could find a pitcher of water.
Yes, you get into the feast hall, and there are... It was actually set as though she was having a party or a gathering here this evening.
Is there food on the table?
There is. There's fruit on the table. There's no... The plates are still empty, but there is fruit lining the center of the table.
And water. Is there any pitchers of water? You said
you see pitchers of water that are. It goes water pitcher, fruit, water pitcher, fruit, water pitcher, fruit.
Well, this is all according to plan. So Brother Cornelius grabs the 2 pitchers of water, saunters out, walks up to Frank and the now pinned woman, splashes the water on them, and walks out of the courtyard.
No worries, man. Day was
Come on,
saved.
Frank.
Frank and Bob just immediately walk off.
But
No, wait. Sorry. I grab poor Deal. That is I paid for that horse. That is my horse. Bringing that horse with us.
what about the cart?
I'm gonna save this animal. One last thing. Got to save this animal, and then they walk out. I don't care about the fire. Not my house.
and Blitz, what do you do?
Blitz is now out, is being as careful as possible. Realizes he's wearing the sash that he made, so he very quickly unties it, folds it up, pockets it, so it looks as blends in as much as possible, and starts working his way back towards the bar slash or the place they stayed at,
All right.
where he met Scab.
And Brother Cornelius and Frank, as you ride out of the courtyard, you see the woman just start to sit up and kind of make sense of things, and she sulks back down in wonderment of what just happened. And you make it back to the bowels of the earth.
Oi, dress man, you see this? You see this? Those are burns. Why? Fix
Build
them.
character. You look
Fix
great.
them now. Cure
Okay.
wounds.
Cure wounds. Brother Cornelius casts Cure Light Wounds on the pig, the gnome, and the horse.
Look, I love fire, but next time, tell me.
So, Blitz, you are now back at the bowels of the earth, and you have sat down at the bar and are having a drink. You don't see Scab at all yet, as it's still afternoon time, but you do see Brother Cornelius, Bob, and Frank riding all three on top of a horse.
Majestically arriving.
An awesome sight.
Guess
What
how much it cost us, Blitz? Or how much it cost you?
What the hell did you guys do?
Look, I've got some bad news. That gold. Yeah, we lost your gold, specifically your gold. I don't know what happened. It just disappeared. We got
We
this
lost
horse free, though.
My
And
gold.
a golden goblet.
Yeah, you got that. But we got the horse for free. His name's Poor Deal.
Where
lost
is
your specifically?
where is
We
my
still-
gold?
We still got ours. I got 100. Cornelius has 100. Fancy Boy, what happened to that chicken? Fancy Boy has 100.
And you actually have no idea. You did not see Fancy Boy since the teleport.
I like how we have him question it.
Yeah. So I forgot to say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
That you hadn't seen Fancy Boy after you teleported.
Well, whenever we find the chicken again, he's got 100. So, but sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Things
That's
happen.
I'm never leaving you two alone again. And he kind of shakes his head. His head's back to the bar to keep drinking until Scab shows up.
And Brother Cornelius and Frank, what are you guys doing?
I'm going straight for a beer. Oh, I need something. It's been a rough day.
And
Bob agrees.
the gnome walks up in front of you and says, "Wow, you look a little under the weather."
Long day. Long day.
And Brother Cornelius?
There's a time for worship and time for ale. And now's the time for ale.
And all three of you sit together side by side at the bar, and the sun begins to set, and that's where we'll close for the evening.
Oh, God.
Dude,
What chaos.
What are you talking about? It worked perfectly. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen.
Well, I mean, I like how we got a horse out of it now, so that'll help travel.
And
I'm
it didn't,
sure
cost,
you wanted the
it didn't
horse.
cost us anything.
Assuming we can keep the horse. That's a thing in D&D. We keep the horse.
Yeah.
Take it wherever we... All right, cool.
We have a horse and a pig now.
That was
I
not how
like the idea of riding the horse. Get him a little saddle.
Oh, good
That-
God.
that was not how I thought that was going to go, but that was amazing.
Pretty sure none of
Yeah.
us planned that.
There were gargoyles you were going to
Set me on
fight.
fire.
There were
Oh,
Wow.
is that what the statues were about?
What
Well,
was that for? What was
Huh?
it for?
eat that trap.
So she would have she had gargoyles that would have perched up. If she hadn't have been distracted and looked like she was helping you, they would have probably attacked.
So I was a genius by crash tackling her. But I had to specifically say I was trying to save her. You know?
I have to say the characters played to exactly as you'd expect them to react. Good job with the tackle.
I gotta say, I was happy that Blitz was able to get in and out without being seen at all.
Yeah.
No worries, man. I just got set on fire for that to happen.
And buried in fish.
Rough day. Rough day.
You spent all my goddamn money.
Specifically, your money.
Yeah, that was.
Specifically.
It's pretty.
I made sure.
Brother Cornelius tried. I mean, I felt like the three-way bidding was pretty good, and then it just didn't work at all.
Blitz is gonna sell your damn pig.
I'd like to see you try.
Nice. Well, that was fun, boys.
That was great.
Yeah, good.
Your first heist.
It was. I'm pretty happy about it.
Still think a slingshot would have worked good. Just crash through a window.
There'll be a time. There'll be a time for this giant slingshot, I feel.
Yeah.
The only thing I learned from being a gnome was how to build a slingshot. So.
Oh man. Well, that was fantastic. So until next time, we'll see everyone in Waterdeep.
Thank you much.
Thanks
see you
for
next
watching,
time.
everybody. Bye.